resources. So I'm concerned when I see companies come over. We write the proposals. We're the community. The community is us and we are they. And someone comes from the outside and tells us we need 5 years. They say we have to demonstrate this and we have to demonstrate that. Well, excuse me, but the California Department of Real Estate said that we are qualified. So who are these imbeciles that are bringing these people in? And who are these imbeciles that are silly enough to think that we're going to let them come into our community, step over us, and sell our property? Now, with that being said, Rebba, I just want to ask you, in your opinion, do you feel a person that has a better chance of being treated fairly by their neighbor, who might be a community broker, or from someone from the other side of town?
Well, everybody should work with someone that they trust. That is the main ingredient for a really good real estate transaction: integrity and trust. And so if you felt that the people in the community knew the community, you had seen them around in the community, and you trusted that they did have all of the credentials that they needed, I would assume that you would want to use the person who lived in that community. Unless, of course, you knew somebody else. If your cousin or your sister was a broker in Stockton, of course you would use her.
Right.
But if you
But you don't bring people in from outside the community now without working with the people in the
who are
community.
already there.
Yes, because in our particular case, in the Bayview Hunters Point community, which is of course a part of District 10, what our concern is that people are coming in. Once again, this is an age-old story. You know, as you know, Rebba, the struggle for the land, it's an age-old story.
Well, people love opportunity.
Yes,
and technically they're looking at an opportunity. And they really don't care who they step over to get that opportunity.
Now, see, this is where we have a problem. They don't care who they step over. And to echo that, it says that the person should have the ability to provide proven marketing strategies, implementation, that a person should have the capacity to do this and to do that, et cetera, et cetera. Well, you know what? I'm putting everyone on notice now as a Bayview Hunters Point real estate professional that we have the capacity, and where we don't, we bring in professionals like Miss Middleton. And Miss Middleton is part of the community, but also we have professionals within our community, let me say. And I'm just appalled. Want to make an announcement. Excuse me one moment. Want to make an announcement. Many of you probably tuned in and were expecting to see Ken Johnson's show. Ken Johnson is a very good friend of mine, and he's a big supporter of our show. And Ken Johnson's show will be on the 1st and the 3rd Thursday of every month, where Black Resurgence is on the 1st and the 4th, the 2nd and the 4th Thursday of every month. So, Rebba, in closing, what would be your advice to young people and people, actually, this is my first show, bear with me, everyone. If a person has mortgage problems right now, Rebba, what would you tell them to do?
That they need to go and seek a nonprofit's assistance in contacting their lender. I was at a luncheon today, and a very good luncheon over in Oakland with the Oakland Association of Real Estate Brokers. And there are some things going on that they're going to bring to Washington to try to minimize what's going on. It's something big. It's something really big.
Has to be big.
And it comes from the community, people who actually know the problem, know how to work the problem, and it's real cut and dry. I heard the rough draft of it today, and it sounds like something that's going to work out really good. They're going to talk to Barney Frank and some of the other congressional leaders with the Banking and Finance Committee.
That sounds good. Now, let me ask you, I know you were there representing the Bayview Hunters Point reps in addition, but we want to directly become involved, and I'm sure that you'll bring us up to speed and let us know what we can do to help support your efforts in Oakland. You know, the Oakland spearheads so many activities and causes that are beneficial to people of color. Yes. And I just love that. And I want to be an arm in Bayview Hunters Point. We want to stay connected.
These two things are through the National Association of Real Estate Brokers and the California Association of Mortgage Brokers. Okay. So those are two. One is a national association. The National Association of Real Estate Brokers is a 47 or actually 77-year-old organization of Black minority professionals in real estate, the largest trade minority association in the country for real estate professionals. And they have been on the forefront of this for quite a long time.
Wonderful.
And they're going to be real good at it.
Wonderful. That's great to hear. Now, people, it's time for us to prepare ourselves. Let's thank Miss Middleton. Yay! Thank you for joining us today on our first episode of Black Resurgence Television. Our next airing will be on Thursday, February the 26th at 7 p.m. And we look forward to you tuning in. Next week, Ken Johnson's show will be returning because that will be the third Thursday of the month. So remember, there's time to prepare yourselves. There's a lot of opportunity out there. We're in America. It's time to work hard. And remember, those who say it can't be done should not interrupt those doing it.